you. You can sit a bit closer. You were waiting for like a big, you know, a big build-up then, weren't you? I thought you'd have come in your football kit.
I was told to go slowly, you know.
Old leg injuries and all that.
Old injuries and, you know, when I used to describe the slow motion very early on television, the reason that I took to it so well is people said that when I was playing I was already in slow motion.
Yeah, that's how my brain works, funnily enough. Strange, isn't it? Obviously, the big story in football this week is Eric Cantona jailed for a fortnight. How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like every other football supporter, very sad about it, because he's a magnificent player, he's wonderful vision, he's very exciting.
Yeah, but was it right? This is what we're asking you.
I believe in crime and punishment, you know. I believe that whether you're a famous person or whether you're just an ordinary guy in the street, if you offend, then you have to take your punishment. And I think one can judge whether or not...
I know, do you think he should have got 2 weeks in prison for hitting, you know, a guy who was shouting racist abuse at him?
That's a very difficult question to answer, because I'm not a judge. But what I would say is to any young person or professional footballer, if you do that, you risk somebody putting you in prison.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a player who played for Wealdstone, you know, an amateur league club, and he actually attacked a supporter at a game with Fisher '93. Attacked the supporter who hadn't shouted any abuse at him, and he got a 2-week ban off the FA, and that was it. But Cantona out until next October, 2 weeks in prison. You think that's the right punishment?
No, I didn't say that. What I said was that if you do something like that, you take the risk of society saying, bad boy, go to jail for 2 weeks. So it's better not to do something like that. That's my point. And the other big point about it is, the same as the misbehaviour in Ireland, before you know who you are, as against the person who really misbehaved, or the persons who misbehaved getting the blame, everybody else gets the blame. You know, the Garda, the FA, the travel agencies, you know, blame everybody else. Don't blame the people who caused the trouble.
You did say at the time, though, when Eric Cantona, you know, responded to the aggression from that supporter, that it was a despicable act. Do you still stick by that?
No, I didn't. No, not quite right in your fact there. When he committed... and believe me, he does know his football, I tell you that. But that was a Norwich match where he committed 2 fouls, one after the other. He got a yellow card and then he got a red card. And it was the fact that he went in the second time that really upset me in that particular match, which caused all the problem. I've made no comment whatsoever before tonight about the Cantona situation at Crystal Palace.
Well, I was getting them mixed up there, James, so my profuse apologies. We'll talk about, you know...
You've got an exclusive.
Well, exactly. The despicable acts. Because another sport you enjoyed for a while was hunting, wasn't it, Jimmy?
Yes, I have.
You're a working class lad now. How did you get in with the old hunting and fishing and shooting set?
I met a man called Ted Edgar. We were doing a thing for charity, and the Coventry City players at that time, plus the manager, that was me, got persuaded to try and ride horses. And we rode against the national hunt jockeys in a game called pushball. And we fell all over the place, and we made idiots of ourselves. And Ted Edgar said to me, look, he said, don't mess around. He didn't quite say don't mess around like that. He said something else, a naughty word, which I wouldn't use in front of young people at this time, even at this time of night. But anyway, it was strong enough for me not to mess around. And he taught me to ride over a period of 6 weeks. And then he said one day,
let's go hunting.
We're going hunting. Now,
as you would.
I was born in Balham. And there aren't a lot of foxes.
Hunting territory.
Aren't a lot of foxes in Balham.
A few cats with no tails, though, aren't there?
Exactly. But the excitement of sitting on a horse and following Ted Edgar across country, quite honestly, at that stage, whether there's a fox in front of you or behind you or whatever else, was of no account for me. It was just the thrill of the chase of something. I don't happen to believe that it is cruel, because I do know rather more about the subject than most people who make judgments.
Okay, listen, we don't want to be talking about hunting all evening.
You brought the subject.
I was only having a little niggle there. We'll have some more niggles during the course of tonight's show, especially in the football world. Meanwhile, it's not just the football world that uses substitutes, as our Jazz has been finding out on the gay porn scene in Los Angeles. Okay. I'm not going to embarrass you, Jimmy, by asking you about those kind of substitutes. Although they might come on and score from time to time, and there you are, you've got to feel a bit sorry for David there, even that he did say that he still gets the itch, but I suppose that's hard cheese, really, isn't it? As he'd say. And I'm sure there's no hard feelings between certain friends, or let's hope not, who our Alan is with in West London.